Indian police raid a Bombay brothel. The madams are outraged.
I'll get out of the way.
This is the end of a month-long Channel 4 investigation.
We've come into the roof of this brothel that we raided. Come.
These teenage girls are victims of one of the fastest growing industries in the world, sex traffic. India's northeast is famed for its tea estates and Himalayan views. It's the ancient crossroads of trading routes between Bhutan, Nepal, India and Bangladesh. And the town of Siliguri has always been at the hub of international trade. These days, that's nothing to be proud of.
According to the UN's latest figures, about 30,000 children are trafficked into Calcutta, and a lot of them come through Siliguri.
Some are local girls, abducted from their families. Baruka, a self-help group, is fighting to rescue the children from the slave traders.
So, Tamali, what are this sort of gallery? This is the first girl you rescued? She's still missing? She's still missing? Rescued? Tamli's saying that the problem of trafficking shown by this little board here in one village in northern India, that the trafficking problem is getting worse, mainly because people don't understand, and the naive villagers, often illiterate, hand over their girls into marriage or are taken away to work and disappear, and they're simply traded in the big cities as prostitutes.
In poor families, girls are often seen as a burden, who'll need a dowry when they marry.
Hello.
It can sometimes make sense to send them away to work, but many don't come back.
This is Rinki. She's from a family that has a missing daughter, one of about 30,000 people who go missing in this area every year. I'll ask you a question. The reason we came is that we heard that Narurai here says that his daughter Pinky was 13 when his brother turned up at their hut with a labour contractor offering her work in New Delhi. 15 days went by and then they got a phone call saying that she'd just run away. And he doesn't believe that they allowed her to run away, he believed that they just sold her.
The poor are easy prey for the traffickers, and the victims and their parents suffer an unending agony. Chirmuti Burhan stopped me on the street.
Chirmuti's just run up to me and, embarrassingly enough, kissed my feet, begging for help because she has lost two daughters, one aged 10, one aged 11. The 11-year-old disappeared when she was sent off to sell milk in the marketplace, and 3 years later, same thing happened to her younger sister, who was then 10 years old. And she hasn't heard from her daughters at all. This is a land of missing children.
It's not just local children at risk. The trade is international. Worldwide, traffickers add 3 million women and children to an ocean of sex slaves each year. 250,000 are smuggled through South Asia. Siliguri's border police struggle to stem the tide.
How do you tell who is a trafficked child, who is a normal child, or...?
From reliable source information, we got information that they may have...
so you get advance warning, maybe from the Nepal side or
Bangladesh side.
Or Bangladesh
Especially
side.
from Bangladesh side.
Girls are lured into slavery with promises of jobs in the big city, or simply kidnapped and lost to their families. But sometimes, a family fights back.
I'm with Probat. He's a security guard at the local stadium. Now, his daughter was trafficked all the way to Bombay. He got together with the local police and actually rescued her and 3 other girls and another 13 who were released into the custody of the Bombay police. Your daughter's here? Down here. So this couple here are the people that trafficked your daughter to Bombay? To Bombay. How long was your daughter, Pratima, how long was she kept in Bombay?
For 9 months.
9 months. How old was she?
14 years.
14 years old. Here she is.
Pratima was drugged with a spiked mango juice, raped in Calcutta, and then sold to a brothel in Bombay.
Hello. Hello. Hi, Prabhat. My name's Sam. Did they beat you a lot? Were they violent with you?
Almost everybody used to beat her.
And did you get to keep any of the money?
No.
Did you ever ask for help from the customers?
They used to say that they will kill her if she did something like this.
If you tried to escape, they would kill you. Pratima had an extraordinary escape because some people tracked her down to Bombay and approached the brothel keeper, and the brothel keeper let her go, and she was able to be returned here to her family. If you met this trafficker, what would you do?
You would kill him.
Kill him.
Pratima's father gave me some leads. I decided to see if I could follow her route and retrace the ordeal of one victim of an industry that rivals drugs and weapons.
Stolen out of their fields or sold into slavery from the slums, the trafficked girls from West Bengal and Bihar find their way onto these trains down into Calcutta, where they will begin their lives as sex slaves.
More than 5 million people struggle to get by in this swampy morass of a city. A girl smuggled into sex slavery can expect very little help. Here, the tarts have very hard hearts.
I've come to Malka's house. She's a madam. I'm trying to get an understanding of how the sex trade really works, why there is such a huge demand for girls, especially underage girls.
I had a chat with one of the brothel regulars, closely supervised by Malka from Durba, the sex workers' union.
Okay, this is Sheikh Mohammed Inam. He's a client. And how often do you come here?
About 3 times a week.
Do you ever see any girls here who are under 18?
18 বয়স থেকে ছোট।
Whoops. Wrong question.
Mahla interrupted and said, no, since Durba, her organisation, is working here, there are no underage girls. But she does point out that women as young as 12 get married in India, although the official legal limit is 18. And in a society like that, it's inevitable that underage girls are going to end up in prostitution, although they're working very hard to get the younger girls out. Calcutta might look pretty scrappy at the beginning, but it is at the centre of India's economic boom, with an enormous amount of information technology and other industries growing up out of this mess. And that is fueling a